Hello everyone. If you want to improve your relationship, learn relationship hack or listen to entertaining and educating relationship stories, please subscribe, like, and share. Share your own story in the comments section below. Thank you. Got proof that my wife 34F is having an affair with the neighbor 45M. Don't know where to go from here. I am in a marriage of 12 years and got proof yesterday that my wife has been cheating on me for almost 2 years. We moved out to the country 4 years ago to our dream property. 2 years ago I was in a bad place with me hating my job and I was not involved in the marriage as I should have been. I changed jobs and got on meds to bring me back to normal. After that my wife was distant and said she needed more time to forgive me. However, I suspected something else was the issue because no matter how much affection I showed her, it was never enough. That's when I decided to put a hidden camera in the bedroom Friday morning. I saw that she was taking nudes and did not send them to me. I didn't confront her about this over the weekend because I told myself it might be her private kink or that she had a private OnlyFans page. Anything but an affair. Then Monday rolled around. More pictures and then the neighbor showed up. Instantly devastated. Left work. Puked in the parking lot and confronted her. She admitted to everything. It's been going on for 5 years at my house and the neighbors. My world got crushed. Future dreams erased all in an afternoon. It would be better if it was justice, but I have 2 5F, 7F kids and 1 with special needs. I am most concerned about them and how growing up in a broken home will affect their growth and development. On Monday my world imploded and I lost my best friend. I want to forgive her so bad but I can't do it. A divorce will happen soon. I just don't have anyone to confide in and don't know what the future will look like. I guess I'm asking for advice on next steps. Divorce process. Child Issues Act. Thank in advance. Surviving infidelity. It's a sad sub, but oddly satisfying to know you're not alone. Same with RX no contact. This really is good advice. Folks having affairs will lie and lie and lie and lie. Even if you think they are telling the truth, they are probably lying. I've been through it too, discovered the affair. Did months of the pick-me dance. This isn't your fault. Folks who have an affair make a lot of little choices to get there over time. You might have some responsibility for how they felt, but they are responsible for making the choices they made to get there over and over again instead of talking to you, their partner. They chose not to go to you. They chose instead this insidious, destructive path. Stand firm. Own your boundaries. Talk to a lawyer. Get your shit together. Shield your kids since they are young as best you can. Take care of yourself too. Find a therapist. Even better if they are experienced in dealing with infidelity. You're likely going to be suffering from PTSD type symptoms. It's extremely painful going through this. Make sure you keep everything in a safe place. Send copies to your lawyer. Copied on your iCloud. Physical copies buried next to the tree. Don't lose the evidence. I have the video and her confession on video backed up to Google Drive and change all of my passwords. Recording her without her knowledge, consent in the bedroom could get you in serious legal trouble. Unless you're in a handful of states, judges do not care about cheating. This is true. You can spend 2 years fighting in court and still have the same end result. Shared custody. Marital property split down the middle. Almost the same happened to me. I took all my savings and put it in my safe before I filed. I gambled it. Also, I know this sucks right now and you will go through a depression stage. But I swear to God you'll feel better in a week after living in an emotionless house for 1.5 years. You don't deserve that, man. Thanks. It hurts because she had me believe I was the problem. I was kind of a dick for a bit when I had depression, but I never stepped out of the marriage. I did what I needed to do to fix myself and she did her own thing. So sad this is happening to you. Gather all your evidences. Lawyer up. Inform the AP's wife. Inform all your families. Good luck. The neighbor's wife knows. I texted her that me and my wife wanted to talk with her about something important when she gets home from work. The neighbor actually talked it out with her first. The neighbor wife called me and we had a nice long talk. Haven't told family yet. They all love her so it will be hard. They should know the real person behind her. Be strong for your children. Bro. Thanks. What does your wife do now? Did you kick her out of your house? Have you asked her for the timeline of the affair? How did it start? Is this her first cheating? You have to ask her these things so you'll have a mental picture. This will help you in your next steps if you want to go through divorce. Also, you need some time alone, away from your wife to avoid unnecessary incidents. Don't be a victim of her gaslighting and love bombs. Cheaters do these things and they lie a lot too. Be strong and good luck. You got good advice from others already about getting a lawyer. I won't pile on to that. What I will suggest is to get yourself a support network. Do you have anyone in your life that you trust? Parent? Brother or sister? Cousin? Best friend? You need support and people that care about you. Coming from someone that has no other family other than my STBXW, I can tell you just how difficult it is to feel isolated and alone. Luckily I do have a good friend and a great therapist. And that's the next thing, therapy. You're going to go through worse before it gets better. Get a therapist. If you can't afford one, find a free one online. Or go to a priest. Even if you aren't religious you can use a priest. She's going to go through the typical cheater motions. First she's either going to be apologetic and wanting to fix things, or she's going to stand fast and blame you. When neither works, she's going to try the other one. Then comes the affair fog. This is where she starts rewriting the history of your entire relationship. You will go from a good, loving, supportive husband to a narcissist, abusing, controlling, neglecting arsehole that she never really loved. She'll tell people that she had to run to your neighbor for emotional support and safety. That she desperately needed a friend. And it just grew from there. During arguments that you should avoid at all costs, she'll open cans of worms from the past that should have long been put to rest. Left dirty socks on the bedroom floor 4 years ago? That will come up, and it will be catastrophic. How dare you? Left the toilet seat up? Well, that just goes to show how little you respected her this entire time. You get the idea. The gaslighting will be fierce. Seems like she already got some gaslighting taking hold in your head when you said she told you she needed more time to forgive you. Forgive you for what? Being stressed, depressed but still supporting your family and keeping them safe and secure? Let me tell you what, I was right there. I slumped and entered a bad funk. I withdrew. But I still took care of my wife. Showed her love. Supported her. Provided for her. And when her cheating came to light, she gaslit me that well you emotionally abandoned me and blah blah blah. I fell for it and so for months I was taking the blame for everything. My therapist said, "Do you blame a cancer patient for having cancer? Do you blame them for puking because of the chemo?" The answer is no. So why take blame for symptoms of depression? The answer is you shouldn't. You got yourself back on track. And it sounds like with little to no support from her. You didn't need her forgiveness for squat. And she doesn't deserve yours. Now only hearing your side of the story, I can tell you that you presented nothing that says you were in the wrong. Get a therapist. Develop a support network of friends and family. Start developing your exit strategies. Document your finances. Track every penny. Look into what you need to do if you win full or partial custody of your kids. And take photographs of everything of value, to include the condition of the house. Do not engage her in arguments. Research grey rock. While it applies to narcissists, it is also a good strategy when dealing with wayward spouses. Finally, you will get to a point where your only forms of communication is email or texts. Be extremely careful what you type. That leaves a trail you cannot deny or argue. Let her hang herself on what she says. You keep it simple, truthful, and short. Most importantly, never admit to any wrongdoing whatsoever, even if it's true, and never agree to anything. It will be used against you. Guaranteed. Good luck, brother. Keep us up to date. The only advice I can give you is don't forget that she's known about this for 5 years. While it's completely new and devastating for you, she quietly deceived you, looked you in the eyes, spoke to you, loved you, and let you believe that everything was alright. All the while living a double life and doing something that would hurt you without hesitation. I have to remind myself of this often, especially when I consider taking him back. Thanks for that. I truly wish I can forgive Hecant. Our kid's sake, but I can't. It's gut-wrenching when I think about the amount of time affair lasted. That was with a neighbor I considered a friend. The lies, the manipulation, and the guilt trips how I acted when I was depressed. Get STD, DNA tests, and meet with a lawyer to see what a divorce would look like. Ask if infidelity matters where you live. And ask your lawyer about a post-nup. How effective they are where you live if you want to attempt reconciliation. Not many states still have it. But look into alienation of affection. It lets you sue the AP for damaging the marriage.